Hey guys, welcome back. Here today we're going to talk about one of the most terrifying places on Earth. This forest has been cursed by ghosts, demons, or something even more sinister. Some say that once you go in, you never come out. If you do, you'll never be the same again. Legend says that in the early 20th century, 3 brothers committed suicide after killing their parents. It's said that the land soaked up their evil. Anyone who steps foot in this cursed region feels the dark energy all around them. One summer's day in 1968, this young couple went missing. They intended to study the local wildlife, but soon realized that this was no ordinary habitat. These invisible gateways allow demons to enter our reality and prey on unsuspecting victims. There's also a large amount of iron ore in the soil, which makes it highly conductive. Hikers report seeing trees growing in circles, forming strange geometric shapes. Is this just a natural phenomenon, or is something more sinister at play? What's certain is that these trees are unlike any others, and seem to exist outside the laws of nature. Some paranormal investigators claim that electromagnetic fields affect the human brain. But as you catch your breath, you realize that you're not alone. Something is following you. You can feel its eyes on your back, watching your every move, quicken your pace, but it doesn't seem to care how fast you go. It's always there, just beyond your sight. You try to convince yourself that it's just your imagination, but what if it's real? What if you've brought something back with you from the forest? The shadows grow longer, and the darkness seems to close in around you. You can feel the presence getting closer. Now you're truly on your own. Whatever you do, don't look back. Don't give in to fear. Just keep moving forward. The forest may be behind you, but its grasp is still strong. Strange things happen here that defy explanation. If you hear a twig snap behind you, turn around slowly. Remember to stay aware of the shadows. And remember, some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. The forest seems to have a mind of its own, controlling the movements of those who enter it and leading them to their doom. You've survived your journey into one of the world's most haunted forests. But don't get too comfortable. You never know what lurks in the shadows. It's just when you think you're safe, something unexpected happens. A branch falls across your path, or a rock slides down the hill, blocking your way. It's as if the forest doesn't want you to leave. But you have to keep moving. Don't let fear paralyze you. Run as fast as you can towards the light. Try not to look back. Whatever you do, don't fall to the ground. If you do, you may never get back up. The forest is testing you, but you can't afford to hesitate. Shadows are growing longer, and soon it will be too dark to see. You need to hurry before it's too late. It's a place where cars break down, trees fall across roads, and people vanish without a trace. Whatever you do, stay away from the shadows. That's where the spirits like to hide. And remember, some mysteries are best left unsolved. If you see a face in the shadows, don't run. No matter what you do, don't fall to the ground. Some say that if you lie down in the forest, you won't be able to get back up. You may think that you're safe in a group, but that's not necessarily true. Many people have vanished while hiking with friends. It seems as though the forest targets groups, separating the members and leading them astray. Before you know it, you'll be lost and alone with no way out. This creates vivid hallucinations which disorientate the victim, causing them to lose their sense of direction. They walk into the forest and never return. Others say that the trees themselves are malevolent and seek to trap unwary travelers. Locals tell stories of ancient spirits living within the trunks of the trees. They lure people in with their beauty and then hold them captive forever. If you hear strange noises in the forest, it may be the sound of these demonic beings moving through the portals. Perhaps this is why so many people have disappeared within Hoabezu. Whatever lies on the other side of the portals is not of this world and will drag anyone into its grasp. Professor David R. Montgomery and his students noticed that the plants were abnormally tall and the foliage was thick, almost as if the trees were trying to hide something. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the temperature dropped drastically. They could feel the eyes of unseen creatures watching them from the shadows. Suddenly, a violent wind swept through the forest, causing the branches to crash to the ground and block their path. Montgomery and his pupils pushed on, but they soon realized that they were being followed. Every time they turned around, they saw the same tree blocking their way. No matter how far they walked, they couldn't escape its presence. Finally, they decided to camp out for the night. High in the morning, when the sun rose, they were shocked to find that the tree which had blocked their path was now several miles away. It seemed as if the forest itself had moved to prevent them from leaving. But they weren't the only ones affected by these strange occurrences. Other hikers reported similar experiences, claiming that the forest had a mind of its own. It seemed almost sentient, aware of its visitors and controlling their movements. Their car was found abandoned near the edge of the wood with the doors wide open. A search party was sent in after them, but they too soon became lost and couldn't find their way out. Days turned into weeks with still no sign of the missing people. Locals began to believe that the forest was swallowing anyone who entered it. It seemed as though it had claimed yet another victim. But almost 40 years later, the mystery was finally solved. 2 hikers stumbled upon a skeleton in the forest, and it was identified as Paul. It took decades for the forest to give up its secrets, and it's likely that Mary's remains will never be found. All sounds of joy and happiness seem to be sucked out of the air. This leads to a wave of panic and fear, causing people to flee the area as fast as they can. This is no ordinary forest. It's a place where cars break down, trees fall across roads, and people vanish without a trace. Those who have survived claim to have experienced unexplainable events such as hearing disembodied voices and seeing strange lights in the distance. Others say that while walking through the woods, the trees seemed to close in around them and form a circle. Then eerie whispers could be heard, calling their name. They tried to run, but no matter how fast they went, the trees always stayed just out of reach. It felt as if they were being stalked by an unknown presence. No matter where they went, there was nowhere to hide. The forest had become their prison. Trees seemed to have a life of their own and move around freely. Welcome to Hoja Baciu, the world's most haunted forest. This supernatural forest lies in Romania, and it has its origins in tragedy. Locals call this place the Bermuda Triangle of Romania. Many people enter every year, but only a select few make it out alive. There are over 600 recorded cases of people disappearing without a trace in this haunted woodland. But the most bizarre case was that of Paul and Mary Tochter. In 1969, a professor from the University of Iowa took a group of students to the forest for a field trip. But there are other, more sinister theories surrounding this haunted wood. Some believe that paranormal investigators have opened portals to hell. Geologists have studied the area and say that the magnetic fields are strange. The trees in Hoja Baciu seem to grow with unnatural speed and sometimes appear in places where there were none before. When you venture into this haunted forest, you must keep your wits about you. Hoja Baciu is considered one of the most haunted places in the world. Now it's time to make your way back to the edge of the woods. You've made it out of the haunted forest. You survived your journey into one of the world's most dangerous woods. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this journey into one of the world's most haunted forests.